I've just always been big on like holding myself to a higher standard and having discipline, right? Like you can't you can't fake the gym. Like, yeah, you can hop on steroids, you can do the stuff, but even if you're hopping on steroids, like you still need to show up. Like there's so many things in life that you can fake, where you can fake how much money you have, you can flex on the gram, you can do whatever. But when people see you, like you're either in shape or you're not. Like you can't really fake that. And so for me to see that, like, okay, I can put my hard work and discipline into this and it's so beneficial for me. Like, why would I not? Like, there's so many things in life that have a good, but they have a bad. In the gym, I haven't really found the bad as long as you're doing it for the right reasons. Like, if you're doing it, not ego lifting, you're doing it to better yourself, to challenge yourself, to work hard, all good attributes that you need for the gym are what sets you up for success in future. So yeah, like whether it's a career, whether it's a relationship, like showing up when you don't want to is big. Giving it all your effort, like 100%, even if your 100% today isn't as good as your 100% yesterday, you still give your 100%. And so just learning those attributes through the gym and now making great friends through it, similar paths, we're able to challenge each other. There's another level of not competition, but healthy competition. Like I want you to be the best version of you. You want me to be the best version of me. Like we grow together. Those all play into why I love the gym so much. And like seeing the progress, knowing that there's only one way to do it, and that's through hard work, is like,
Yeah,
eh,
it's just kind of like sports, right? When you have like the scorecard, and like you say, you can only the only way you can score higher is if you put in that work and effort, and just like spend the time and be
mhm,
and everything else. Um,
yeah,
I feel like you may have already answered the question I was going to ask around like just how do you stay disciplined and consistent. But as you mentioned, once you're then in that group, maybe it's like one or two other people, and you just almost in that accountability group, right? And just keeping everyone accountable. And then one day when maybe you're not feeling it, someone else is like, "Hey, come on, we're going," and you're like, "Okay," and
yes,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So definitely like finding good friends with similar goals. And for me, like the biggest, the biggest, I guess, piece of advice I can share someone that's wanting to get in the gym is not to judge a book by its cover, because the nicest people in the gym are the biggest guys in the gym. And so for me, like what I've learned is why not shoot for the best, right? Like if I want to look like you or grow in a way that you look, I'm going to go up to you and ask you like, how'd you do it? And 9 out of 10, they'll be like, oh, like you want to just work in with me today? I'll show you. And so that's how I learned so much of it, by just like asking. Like people want to give advice. They want to share things that they've learned. But as I feel like those people feel like they're intimidating to others, so they don't. But if you approach them, they want to share the information. They just don't want to make you feel awkward about it. So for me, like to share with the people listening is don't be afraid to go ask people in anything that you're doing, whether you want to be an artist, a photographer, anything, right? Just shoot your shot and ask people for help and advice. And I've found 9 out of 10 people would love to give you the advice.
thanks for tuning in. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to our podcast and let us know in the comments below if you'd like this new format.